Hi Nina, how are you?
Hi, Des. Good. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. So nice to see you, and thank you so much for being here today. So, the reason I wanted to jump on a call was because I know that you had suffered from some digestive problems and then you really were able to get out of that situation. So, I want to know a little bit more about what you initially consulted for. What were the digestive troubles that were sort of getting in the way of your life?
Sure. I guess I've had digestive issues as long as I can remember. When I was younger, I suffered from gastritis, and
Mm,
I think have a nervous stomach. Sometimes I wouldn't want to eat.
mm,
Um, I would often get a sore tummy,
mm,
and I guess throughout my life, when I was younger, I was very active. I was dancing a lot. And I had a lot of exercise for many years, and that I think was a plus. But then my life changed a lot. I had a baby, and I didn't exercise so much anymore. My diet was not as good as it once was. I've always been very health conscious, but I slipped up because I was extremely busy. I also was working full time.
mm.
So um, my stomach began to really bother me, and I had a constant pain. I felt bloated all the time.
Mm,
I tried to self-diagnose and figure out what it was. I would try different things. It was very frustrating because it was a constant pain in my stomach,
mm,
and I would feel either very bloated or um, I'd have to eliminate everything. So it would kind of go back and forth from feeling constipation to bloating. So it was unpleasant. There was, very few times where I would wake up and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I feel good today. It was
mm,
maybe not good. And I had a young child,
mm,
and I really wanted to feel good and be happy to be able to spend time with them and be the best I could be as a mother.
mhm,
So it was very frustrating. And I went to see a GI doctor who was able to determine, he said, you have IBS.
okay.
So he suggested some things. It was always the same. I would do repeat visits. He wanted to put me on some medications. He told me very minimal things to do.
Mm,
Um, and surprisingly enough, diet was not a big part of it.
mhm,
So, of the discussion.
mhm,
So I was frustrated, and he said, let's do a colonoscopy, which he did, and they didn't find anything. They found some polyps, which they removed, but there was nothing major.
okay.
So again, it was IBS. So I was really disheartened because I was kind of resigned to the fact that this is what I would have to live with for the rest of my life, and it would just be trying to manage it.
Mm,
And I was hoping I would be able to find that thing, or the prescription that I needed that would ease my pain and discomfort.
mhm,
And then you were able to do a very thorough history for me, and you laid out a plan for me that was incredible. I was very excited because it was something new, and I was feeling very positive about trying everything. And so I did. I really followed um, your program, and immediately I could really feel a difference. It just was really wonderful, and I knew it was right. I knew that it was on the right path. It took a while to completely feel my symptoms were gone, but each day was amazing step because it felt good, and so it was encouraging to go on and continue. So your digestive program, it really helped me a lot, and I really found that your support, you were there, you are so giving with what you do for the person. You're there emotionally, but also with your medical advice, just very knowledgeable, Des. So I really, really thank you, because you helped me a lot, and I've been able to keep on the program, and it altered my life. I, sometimes slip, but I know what's right for me, and I know that this is what I will be doing for the rest of my life, because I feel good. And I also feel very happy I was able to exercise again. I started running. I had energy. I could keep up with my son, who's now 13. So I had, a lot of time where I was running around with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to run a New York City Marathon this year. So
Wow.
it's a big accomplishment for me. And I think because I felt really good, I was able to do it. And I had a lot of energy. I was filled with nutrition. And there's my 13-year-old.
Nice to meet you. That's incredible. Wow, what a story. So really, you've gone from a situation of childhood digestive trouble to stomach aches, bloating, lots of pain, lots of abdominal pain, to the point where you were having trouble keeping up with exercising and dancing, which you loved, and being with your child, which is a huge, important thing as a new mother, to a point where you did take the program and you were able to transform the way you were doing things and finally get answers that you weren't getting elsewhere. And then up until today, you follow the program. So that's really amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm sure it's going to help lots of people out there see that healing is possible and that it's possible to overcome digestive trouble despite what people believe.
Thank you, Des. Really, I owe it to you, because I feel good, and if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So thank you so much, Des.
Thank you so much for sharing. Take good care. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.